Hi, I'm Vikram Gore and you're watching Motor Ahead. I've finally got my hands on the Kia Carens. This all-new MPV from Kia is their next big thing. They showcased it to us back in December and it did get a lot of eyeballs back then. And after having spent some time behind the wheel of this machine, I can safely tell you that those eyeballs are well deserved. Let's take a look at everything that the Kia Carens packs. Now, when Kia first showcased the Carens to all of us, they told us that it is an MPV, it's a people mover that comes with bold SUV styling. A lot of that is still there. It has been retained on this machine and it is actually a very classy looking machine. Starting from up front, you've got these really cool DRLs that Kia calls star maps. They run right over here. They sort of represent constellations. You've got nice projector headlamps and a really smooth sort of sculpted look to the entire machine. Even up front, the way the bonnet sits, it's got this nice clamshell look, and the sealed off grille, it kind of points towards the EVs that we're going to be seeing in the near future. But the Kia still remains an ICE, so don't fret. Right now you do get it with both petrol and diesel engines. But going back to the design, Kia has done an outstanding job bringing out the premiumness of this machine. Even along the side, you see these nice flowing lines. They've done this nice dash of chrome along the windowsill, and all of that really brings out the styling, the edges, the sort of contours that go along with the Kia Carens. It rides on 16-inch alloys. Again, they look stellar. They've been cut and designed really nice. They give the car a nice touch. And despite it being a rather long machine, I have to say that Kia has done a great job in sort of getting the proportions of this car just right and giving you that bold SUV look along with the functionality of an MPV. At the back, the package sort of comes together really well. Kia has again gone all out with the way they do their lights. We've seen it on the Seltos, we've seen it on the Sonet, and now with the Carens, I think they've got some of the best looking tail lights in the business. And again, nice edges to the back, again really well contoured. So it doesn't really have that rounded off boxy look that you associate with other machines in this same sort of segment. But with all of that, Kia has really gotten their design game spot on, and it just wins you over. The amount of eyeballs that this car is going to get you when you're out on the road is something that I can safely tell you even right now is a lot. Where Kia has done an absolutely outstanding job with the Carens is the cabin. Everything about it feels premium, everything feels plush, the layout, the sense of space, the equipment on board, everything about the Carens just screams top-notch quality. And I think that that is really a winning factor that Kia has on their hands with this product. It is just so upmarket that we've really not seen something like this in this segment, and it'll definitely be a game changer for sure. Kia has done a fantastic job in terms of the cabin layout. So you've got a very flexible sort of seating option within the Carens, and you get really plush front seats. You've got the option of having captain seats in the second row and these flat folding third row seats as well. There is an option for a 7-seater, which includes a bench seat as a second row rather than just having 2 captain seats there. But the version that we have is the 6-seater, and it's very plush, very upmarket. The fabrics used on the seats are outstanding. You get ventilated front seats as well. And the space on board has been done really well too. So even the third row, the legroom is rather decent. It's great for short hauls. And I really wouldn't think about it being used on like extremely long road trips having adults back there. But if you're ferrying a large family around in a city, it's perfect for that option. The fact that you can fold the second and third row seats pretty much flat means you get a ton of luggage space on board as well, especially if you're looking at moving a lot of equipment around, a lot of luggage around. So They've done a great job in terms of giving you that flexibility. Kia's also given you nice little pockets and storage options within the front console as well. So all of that has been well thought through, and you get a cabin that is plush, spacious, and rather well appointed on all counts. As far as creature comforts go, obviously the first standout feature is the 10.25-inch HD touchscreen navigation system that you get, and that's integrated into the whole infotainment system that sits center on the dash. Unlike the Seltos, which has like a pop-out screen, this is neatly integrated into the console, and that just looks very nice and upmarket. To use, it's very easy, it's very intuitive, it's smooth, and I think that Kia has worked really hard on ensuring that you get that premium feel when you're using the touchscreen. Your audio system is a premium Bose system, which comes with 8 speakers. Sound clarity is outstanding, and just playing back your favorite tunes on this system is an experience in itself. To keep with the times, you get a nice full digital LCD cluster for the driver. It's a multi-information display, about 4.2 inches is the size, and it looks outstanding, it looks futuristic. You can scroll through a plethora of information there, and the driver can do this without having to take their eyes off the road, which is a wonderful touch. And you also get your wireless charging on board. There's a cooling function as well. You've got 64 color ambient mood lighting on board, so you can set up the car to sort of suit your style, your mood, and I think it's overall a very nice touch to bring out that premium flair to the Carens. Keeping your safety in mind, on board the Carens, Kia has fitted it with a pure air purifier, which has got virus and bacteria protection. It's located on the back of the driver's seat, and again, it's a module that looks really cool. They've done a great job in sort of integrating it back there and keeping it sleek and futuristic. So the Carens is an extremely well-appointed vehicle. The top-end model, it sort of just blows your mind away with the features, the fit, the finish. All of that is just brilliant on the Carens. As far as engine options go with the Kia Carens, Kia will be offering it with a choice of 3 engines. There's 2 petrol options and 1 diesel option. The top of the line petrol is the 1.4 turbo that makes 140 PS of power. The 1.5 liter petrol engine makes 115 PS of power, and the 1.5 diesel engine makes 115 PS of power. Now these engines sound similar or familiar. It's because we get the exact same engines on the Seltos as well. As for the gearboxes, again, it's a carryover from the Seltos, and we see the 7-speed DCT making a comeback, the 6-speed manual, as well as the 6-speed automatic. So numerous permutations and combinations exist for the Carens, and in terms of engines and transmissions. So there will be a variant out there for you. Being behind the wheel of the Kia Carens is an experience by itself. Now, while I have mentioned that Kia is offering it with multiple engine options, including petrol and diesel engine options, the one that we have on our hand today is the 1.4 turbo petrol, and it's paired with the 7-speed DCT transmission, and it has been an absolute blast to drive. I've been taking it around the city, down the highway, and in both environments, it has performed effortlessly. The way it sort of powers up, the way you can get up to 3-digit speeds with ease, the fact that you don't feel the gear changes, they all point towards the fact that Kia has really spent a lot of time in ensuring that what you get is a premium experience no matter where you're looking for it in the Carens. And the ride quality is again a standout feature. It's smooth, it's refined, it soaks up road undulations really well. Steering input is great as well, nice and light in the city, and it firms up on the highway. So overall, it's just great to be behind the wheel of the Carens. It's a vehicle that you feel that you would enjoy a nice long drive with. It has been built for that purpose. It is a nice plush premium MPV, and long trips sort of go hand in hand with a vehicle of this class and this caliber. And I think it ticks marks everything that you look for from a comfort and driving perspective when it comes to overall performance, the way it handles, the way you can take corners. Braking is also spot on, and you can really just sort of relax and unwind as you're behind the wheel of this, because it's just such an effortless vehicle to drive. For Kia, safety is obviously a very high priority item, and their standard package includes a lot of stuff on board. So regardless of which spec you buy, you get 6 airbags on board, electronic stability control, you've got vehicle stability management, your ABS, EBD, all of that is on board, rear parking sensors, a tire pressure monitoring system, and you also get downhill brake control. These are all part of the standard package. On the higher end models, you also get speed sensing door locks, you get an impact sensing door lock, and you also get your ISOFIX child anchors, which is an important touch to a vehicle that will essentially be a family vehicle. So on safety, the Carens is on point, and that's again another feather in its cap. To sum it up, what Kia has on their hands with the Carens as a complete package is a vehicle that's sort of batting above its class. It's very premium, it's very plush, it comes loaded with creature comforts, and you know, when you're looking at this sort of segment, this sort of market that Kia is going after, I think they've really come out with a winner on their hands. Obviously, to be a game changer, it comes down to the pricing, and that will truly define just how successful the Carens is going to be in the market.
Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm happy and proud because today I have with me India's safest vehicle, the first full-size 7-seater SUV that got 5-star rating by Global NCAP, Mahindra's XUV 700. The car has been a massive hit ever since it has been launched, and one of the biggest reasons is that it is available in 23 variants, the base model MX starting from 12.95 to the top variant AXL diesel automatic that is around 23.79 lakh rupees, which basically means there is a variant of different powertrain seating options available for almost everyone. This one is top variant for automatic petrol with luxury packs, of course. So let's have a closer look at this one. I really like the looks of the car, especially when you see the face, the grills and the new logo enhances the visual appeal of the car. The C-shaped dual LED headlamps look really nice to me. And when you look at this car from the side, it does remind you of the XUV 500. But as soon as your attention is drawn towards the 18-inch alloy wheels, I think it looks extremely stunning. This one is obviously longer and wider than the XUV 500, so the lines of the car sit really neatly. I really like how it looks. It looks very sharp, and especially the bonnet curve here. I like it. The rear might not be the best angle to look at the car from, especially this panel right here with the logo. It seems like an afterthought, and this is all hard plastic. But when it comes to functionality, I know that the lights do an amazing job. So functionality wise, it's pretty good. Now this is a 7-seater, so I'm not expecting a lot of boot space in the car, and there isn't much. I mean, it's I expected more, but maybe a suitcase but you can just fit a bag or two. Although it's a 7-seater, if you want more space, you can very easily pull it and pull the seats, the third row, and make more space for your weekend travels if there are less people. It's very convenient. Alright, let's see how the third row is to sit. There's just one button for tug and roll. It's pretty easy and convenient to get in and out of this car for sure. Let's look at the space. Tuck it back in. So I'm 5 feet 7 inches and I fit just about right in this car. There is no leg or head space. It's just apt for this. If I want to relax a bit, it's gonna be a problem, but I think I can sit here for an hour or comfortable rides. But kids would be comfortable. I think 2 kids can sit here nice and easy. There are 2 cup holders on the side. You can fit a 200 ml bottle. Very important, AC vents at the back, because 7-seater, you do need an AC vent. We've got Sony speaker here as well. Obviously, this is the top variant, so it has few nice features here at the back as well. Alright, let's see how easy it is to get out. Seems okay. The second row seems comfortable and spacious. There is enough headroom, leg room. There's an armrest in the middle, although the cup holders are not too deep, but that's okay. I think 3 people can sit comfortably. I mean, not very lazily, but it's comfort. The panel here is a little intrusive, but it's fine. You've got your charger, your AC vents, and from the back as well, you can shift it and make more room for your knee space just with a click of button. But I don't think you'll do that if there is a passenger in the front, so but I think it's enough. You can fill in 1 liter bottles on the door handles as well. So the car has nice and decent space. The leather upholstery looks really nice, feels premium. There's Isofix seat clamps here for kids' safety. There are 3 seat belts, which is pretty nice. Safety is top notch on this car. I'll get to it in a bit because there's a long list of safety features. Now my 2 most favorite features of the car, and that's because I haven't seen it in a car of this segment. The door handles, they're pretty sleek and cool, right? It's automatic. I mean, I don't know about the durability, but it looks very cool. And the seat is making space for me to get in, which is pretty cool, right? And as soon as I close the door, it automatically goes back to the last setting that I set it at. Also, some of the high-end features that only top-end cars have, this one has it too. You can set your driver's seat from these panels here, and it has memory function, which means it remembers the last setting that I have. I find this feature very cool and convenient. You've got this glass panel right in front of you, which looks really nice, and cabin space is really nice. It's very spacious. You have long windows. The steering wheel looks pretty nice. It's got all leatherette, soft leather here. These panels are hard plastic though. It's fine, I think, at this price especially. Let's look at the glove compartment box. It's space, there's space. There's some space for your files and other phone accessories, etc. separately. I love the upholstery on the seat. Although the thigh support is not so much, but I think it's decent. There are 2 cup holders right here. It's not very deep, but I think it's fine. We don't carry our coffees. We drink 3 at home and leave. You get wireless charging point here. You can keep your phone here as well. So there are 2 points for you to keep your phone. There's a USB charger, 2 USB chargers here, and you've got this rotary dial which has an option to return to the menu, your music, your favorites. You can make calls. It's easy. The armrest has decent space. You've got a key holder. It's decent. It's not very deep. You can keep small things in here. But what I don't like is there are too many buttons running here on the console, and the quality of the switches are also not the best. I mean, the switches and the controls on the steering wheel as well, not the best, not premium, but they're decent. I mean, they're pretty nice. But this is a top variant, so I was expecting a little bit more, but this is fine. It looks good. The space is nice, it's relaxed, it's fresh interiors. Although there is no ambient lighting, but I mean, it's okay. Also, the rear view mirror is not the best. There is this SOS button here, which is new in this SUV. I have not seen it in other ones. You can keep your sunglasses here. This is nice. You have a holder here as well. Also, what we Indians are crazy about, there is so much fight, and this car does justice to it. It's the panoramic sunroof. It's really, really nice. It goes all the way till back. This car has a lot of segment first features, you know, and this is what is giving Mahindra an edge over the other car makers in the country, of course. Now let's look at the tech on this car, and I want to start with the digital instrumental cluster here, and I'll start with check tire direction because I really like this. Like, see, my tires are not straight, and now I know that they are, because usually when I had to do it while parking and I didn't have this feature, I had to get down and look at the tire, which was obviously inconvenience. But this one is pretty nice. Fuel efficiency, the average on this petrol is 8.9, which could be a little disappointing. You get all these information here. Let me go back. Okay, this is not the best, but alert history, settings. Now you have driver assist, AFE auto research, passenger airbag, blind view monitoring, drowsiness detection like I told you. Let's switch it on and off. It's on. Tire fill assist, it's on. Clock type, factory reset. Okay, I know driver assist. I'll show you driver assistance while I drive, but to get an idea, it has adaptive cruise control, auto emergency brake, lane keep assist, smart pilot assist, high beam assist, traffic sign recognition. So it has a lot of safety features. Now let's look at the infotainment system. You have options. If you drop down, you have your SOS. Like I mentioned, the button is right here. SOS, road assistance, valet mode, notifications, help, radio, USB, Bluetooth, iPod. So many options to choose from. You have all your apps, your automatic climate control, surround view. Let's look at the camera particularly because the resolutions are pretty nice, and you have like a 360-degree camera, right? So I can park it however I want. I'll just show you. You got your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, radio, music, applications. Just too much going on here. You have so many options. In diesel option, this is petrol. In diesel, you actually have driving modes. So you can choose the different kinds of driving modes that you want. The petrol doesn't have, so can't show that to you. These knobs are not my favorite, but the functionality is decent. They're not the best quality, but fine, I can make do with it. The 360-degree camera, this got button. I mean, there's too much happening here. It's too clustered. When I can do it from the screen, I necessarily don't need a button, and I don't know what this one does. It's just a dummy button. Okay, now I don't get one thing. This panel. Why? I mean, I can't see it, so it doesn't bother me, but for you it might be a big problem, because when I would see this car from outside, I was like, why? Nonetheless. All right, let's drive this one. Seatbelt on. This one is 2-liter turbocharged petrol engine that puts out 197 bhp of power and 380 Nm of torque, which is so cool, right? And the pickup is nice. This is a petrol version, so I don't hear a knocking sound from the engine. It's very nice. The petrol engine is extremely refined. I love driving this car, be it tight spaces in city traffic or long drives on highways. It just does the job really well. The performance of this car is really nice. Let's go a little faster and check the body roll and the braking system. Alright, no noise, no nothing at all. The car comes to a stop very easily without any jerks. But when I take it off the speed breaker, the suspension is nice. The front suspension is really nice. I mean, the rear lags a little bit, just a little bit, 0.1 I would say. I would give it 9 out of 10. Let's speed up again. Alright, so there is very minimum roll. Okay, I'm gonna start talking about the driver's assist. First and foremost is lane keep assistant. I've tried it. Even if the Indian roads does not have particularly mentioned lanes, if you don't even see white lines, the car will tell you and it will assist you. It will give you a haptic notification. The steering wheel vibrates a little bit when you're out of your lane, which is pretty nice, right? Not so much for overtaking, but it is pretty good for novice drivers. And if you do not want to be extremely attentive, the car does most of the job for you, especially in the driver assist mode. You know, your lane keeping, your adaptive cruise control. I can set my cruise control to a distance. Also, I'll show you the braking system. If there is a car or a scooter in this case in front of me, it will show me the notification that collision is possible if I am too close to the vehicle. Alright, now let's look at the steering wheel. Let's take a U-turn. The steering wheel is very light and very easy. I must say, man, this car is an absolute pleasure to drive. It's very easy to drive. Although on higher speeds, I would need a stiffer steering wheel, but this is a family car. It's very good for 5 to 7 people. Comfortable drive, easy to drive. I've talked about the suspension. Let's talk about the body roll and let's talk about cornering. I'm at a high speed. Let's check out body rolls. The car is stable. It's well planted. Vehicle overspeed warning over 120, which is good. The car beeps a lot, but it's good. Alright, let's get back to my lane. Let's check the braking. Wow, I love it, man. Absolutely no body roll. Dave, what do you say at the back? Do you feel the car is rolling?
No, not at all.
Not at all? He likes it too. So the person who's sitting in the middle section is not rolling in the car, which is one of the major concerns in an SUV, right? Especially the XUV 500. I wasn't a fan of it because the chassis wasn't the best, and in this one there is a huge change. It's a completely new chassis. Its build quality is top notch. I love it. Although 4-wheel option is available on demand, but I don't think in city and on potholes and even big speed breakers, especially for Indian roads, you don't really need that. The suspension does the job well enough. The tires take everything in their stride. So for big potholes, small potholes, bad traffic conditions, bad roads, everything is taken care of in this car. Driving is absolutely pleasurable. Now, what draws me the most towards this car is that this one has best-in-class safety features. I mean, seriously, this one has 7 airbags, latest generation electronic stability program, ADAS, which has so many safety features like front collision warning, automatic emergency braking, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, smart pilot assist, high beam assist, driver drowsiness detection. Like seriously, if the driver is not paying attention This screen right here tells you what is your level, and maybe shows you like a coffee cup or something to refresh yourself so that you're safe on the road. Plus the 360-degree surround view system, the blind view monitoring, electronic parking brake, tire pressure monitoring system. I mean, this car is loaded with safety features. So it's awesome, I'm so excited I can finally let my younger brother buy this car. This variant is available in 5 colors: midnight black, dazzling silver, red range, Everest white, electric blue. The XUV 700 looks great, drives very easy, is loaded with tech features, very utilitarian, very functional. It has all the features that you would use on a daily basis, nothing too much, nothing extra. So many variant options to choose from. The price bracket is just appropriate for it as compared to the competition. It is value for money. So I don't really see a downside to this car, except for one little, and that is also because the car is so popular. Making it worth the wait for you or not, I'm not sure, but the car has a waiting that starts from 2 months and goes all the way up to 1 year. Seriously, 1 year. I'm not sure if I would want to wait that long, but other than that, the car is an absolute delight.